everybody, and welcome to more Mass Effect 2, because we're playing the sequel. Yeah, I don't have a lot else to report. I didn't really do anything off stream this time. I just sort of looked at my equipment. The equipment, by the way, is way easier to manage in this game. I love it. There's way less inventory management, so I appreciate that a lot. I don't have to level, do I? No, I have 0 points. Okay. Cool beans. Can I move my face in here? No. Also, cool beans. Okay. So I figure we're already here on Omega, and there should be a doctor here that we need to pick up as well. Or scientist, whatever. So I figure we'll pick him up before we leave. Because that just seems like the logical case. I think we're going to focus on recruiting all of my new squad members, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do after that. If you lose squad members, use Unity the meta gel and bring them back. Okay. Normandy taxi service. Yep. I feel like we probably, as much as I want to bring Garrus with me because I like him and I know him, I feel like we probably shouldn't bring him here since he's like wanted and stuff. Oh, look at that. Oh, so I could have his wrecked armor basically, or I could have the nice fancy armor where he doesn't look as wrecked. Does it fix his face too? I don't know. So let's not bring Garrus. I'm very curious about Kasumi. I want to get to know her a little bit more. And let's go ahead and bring Amanda. Or Miranda. I don't even know her name. Miranda. Hey, Sullivan. Alright. I do want to get to know Miranda a little bit more. I'm curious.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Mordin Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station.
Awesome.
I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
That's kind of what I figured. Yeah, I'm gonna let them think he's dead, and I'm gonna leave him on the ship, I think. Okay. Oh, I do have something to give to Arya, don't I?
Come on, let me in. Arya's expecting me. Ugh.
Annoyed.
She's like around the back. Oh, it's the background. I was like, why do these people look like they're on fire? Pearl or Fawn. Riz.
Arya has work for you. You're interested?
I bet she does.
Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Blood Pack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his damn mouth shut. Some people don't appreciate his stories, especially when he dips into non-fiction.
What's Arya's interest in protecting him?
Patriarch was one of her deadliest enemies back in the old days. Now she keeps what's left of him around as a trophy. As long as he lives, he's a perfect example of what happens when you go up against Arya.
Okay.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so. What other reason do you need?
If Arya wants my help, she better tell me why. I'm not doing this for my health.
Fine. Whatever gets you to take the job. If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
Fair.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
So is she not up here? She is up here. Why doesn't she just tell me herself?
What do you need?
I have a thing for you.
This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
I think I asked her about Mordin already, but
I'm looking for Mordin Solus. Do you know where I can find him? The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone.
Okay.
I always liked Mordin. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you. How do I get to him? If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course. Thanks for the information. Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Okay. I don't want to bring the plague back with me either.
You want to talk? Talk to Arya.
I love that we can drink in this game. What is that? Shepard needs it, you know. Can we get drunk? Is it like Grand Theft Auto where if we just keep drinking enough, we'll get drunk? Oh, bottle of brandy. Yes. Hey, we found Dr. Chocolate's brandy. Awesome. Excuse me. Alright, we're looking for the dude. Is he down here or like further down? Oh, down, like he said downstairs from here, maybe? Okay, I can't go in there anymore. This downstairs? Ah, yes. Helena Blake! Hey!
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were dead.
I was.
I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember.
I do,
You
actually.
removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above? I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
I love that.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
Look at that. I love that it remembers all the little choices I made, too. Let's see. We're looking for the Patriarch dude.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel Defense Unit have reached another
Oh, look,
impasse.
some unattended bottles. Love that. Okay, just another guy to order a drink from. Oh, I can dance? Can I dance? I can dance this time! Yay! Oh my god, Miranda, you're in the way. I can't rotate the camera. I can't rotate the camera. That's it. That's as much dancing as you're gonna see out of me. Okay. Who are those guys? That was me dancing so well. I can watch this dancer who's just on the table. Hello. Where Where's this guy that I'm looking for? Yeah, I'm in lower afterlife. I would assume that's what he meant, but maybe not. Krogan advisor is in danger. One of the side rooms downstairs. Side room, okay. Okay, so I just need to keep looking through. There he is. I was literally right outside his door when I stopped.
You know, just plan? No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry and come at you stupid. And then you kill him. Don't think I know you, human. I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
What do you know about Arya?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Arya arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
How many hearts do Krogan have? That's a good point, Bigobard. Those are probably Blue Suns.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
Rumor has it some people want you dead. Know anything about that?
Oh, I could think of a few. I know things. Old secrets, old grudges. Few floors you can dig up to find bodies underneath. Someone who wanted to weaken Arya might come after me. They do it to get to her, you see, not for me. I don't matter enough anymore to have enemies of my own.
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Arya's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Arya's now.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
You allow Arya to protect you like you're her pet? I thought you were a Krogan.
Arya let me live. She gave me a position of honor as her advisor.
She gave you a position of comfort as her trophy. Is that what you want? Or would you rather go down fighting?
I wished she'd killed me the day she beat me. That would have been a glorious death. But perhaps it is not too late to die well. Perhaps these assassins will remember my name. Farewell, human. And thank you.
That wasn't exactly where I thought that was going, but okay.
on Torfin. Authorities issued warnings, but Admiral Hackett asked that no arrests be made.
A human colony called Freedom's Progress has been attacked by unknown sources.
Give me another drink, love. You hear that?
There he is. Okay, sorry. I'm going around in circles.
Arya wants to speak with you, human. Something about Patriarch taking on a squad of mercs by himself.
I didn't mean to piss her off.
I heard my old friend Patriarch died. Went out in a blaze of glory. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I couldn't stand by and watch you coddle him like a pet. He was better than that.
He was. No one has challenged me the way he did centuries ago. Perhaps it is better this way. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return the favor. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
What's the catch?
No catch, I don't need it, and I don't want it to go to waste. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
Okay.
Sounds like you and Patriarch have a history.
Our history is Omega's history. Long, bloody, and always ending in my favor. The details are complicated. When I arrived, Omega was lawless, a land of opportunity. I built alliances and destroyed the fools who wouldn't get in line, which was most of them. But Patriarch was something different. A powerful friend.
I assume you decided he was too strong, even as an ally.
No. He cast the first stone. Wasn't a surprise when he turned. He controlled the muscle. My people contributed more subtle action. Espionage, politics, assassination. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to certain benefits of working with Asari.
Superior intel? Assassination?
That's cute. No, I took advantage of certain skills my people try to downplay. Patriarch's men abandoned him in droves. In the end, we fought face to face on this very spot. The toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
So you kept him around as a trophy?
I did. A trophy and an example. Whenever someone thought about taking me on, I pointed them to Patriarch. I suppose I still can.
Patriarch doesn't sound like something an Asari would come up with.
I found it humorous. He wanted power, and we pretended he had it with a word that doesn't exist for my people. I eventually found a certain respect for the title and the man.
Interesting. Let's move on.
Do you need something else?
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up a little.
Hey. Big word said, and this cache is not a trap. Is payback for getting your friend killed? You're not angry? No, she seems totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, so I need to find Mordin. Alright, so let's get out of the club altogether. I could look around a little bit. There's a couple of stores here. Let's change the info. I don't know if this transport will take me as well, but let's find out. Or if this was just for that one quest, I feel like. I don't see any fast travel. I guess we'll go look around.
Come on, let me in.
Because she said I should take a shuttle
Just go
to the
shopping.
quarantine
That's the
zone.
best therapy.
Shopping.
Members of society, the study, sponsored by Genera Staffing Services, promises to redefine the way we look at the Vorcha of the foregone ways. Could that vagrant someday become an asset?
And humans, a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, human.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
Okay.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go... I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So it's a good thing I brought all humans with me, I guess. I think Kasumi is human. Pretty sure.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Mordin Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Mordin's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Any idea where I can find Mordin's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I don't know which ones the Vorcha are. Off the top of my
I didn't
head.
think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
We're all human. The plague won't affect us. Let's do it.
It's a good thing I brought the humans with me, I guess. Of course, everyone I have right now is human except for Garrus, and I wasn't gonna bring Garrus. Bioweapon? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Oops. Alright, let's go.
Free and clear.
Okay. Find element. Okay. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. God. Jesus.
Don't shoot. They're cleared to come in.
Okay, good. There's other guards. Just ammo. Humans being the only one immune. Humans possibly made the disease. It's only a possible theory until they get more data. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame them for thinking that, especially if humans are coming in here and looting.
Good luck in there. The Blue Suns and Vorcha shooting anything that moves.
No. Is that you guys? I don't want to accidentally shoot any guards.
I see you, Shepard.
Stop getting hit.
Affirmative. I've seen a lot of bad before. This is worse. Way worse.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Mordin and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague.
I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Mordin worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
Fair. Selson said the Reapers did it. Bigambard said, so the Vorcha are immune to all diseases. Handy that. Yeah, I'm like, it's interesting. Maybe because they're such scavengers.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Makes me wonder, what is the doctor doing that's keeping him safe? Oh, there's just a dead Batarian down here.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Burned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Damn, that sucks. So this guy probably just starved to death. It wasn't even the plague. They just locked him in here. Omega is a rough place.
Enemy down! Now let's finish you off! Impressive!
Now you see me.
Good job, Kasumi.
All targets eliminated!
Yeah, yeah. Omega definitely has some room for improvement. Medkit. More ammo. How do I get ammo in some of my other weapons, real quick? I do like that I don't have to hack every chest just to get money and resources. Is there anything in that corner? Those containers, love that. Is that taking me like out? I wish that I could have maps everywhere. What are the chances quarantine actually worked? Human girl can't be the only one who was outside when they started it. Yeah. the other question is, of course, like, just because the humans aren't affected by it doesn't mean they can't be carriers. Like, how do we know that I'm not going to come in and then bring this back with me? Humans.
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us. Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
Yeah, everybody's pointing fingers. Celestin said, long enough incubation period and it could be all over Omega already. Fair.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Mordin Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Mordin's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Mordin's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Mordin's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Bingor said, yeah, carriers have no symptoms in a real-life concern with illness. There are a few cases of COVID, yes. Not exactly an escort mission, thankfully. I just need to make sure I clear the pathway enough and they'll follow suit. This is a nice apartment they have here. Stealing all your medkit stuff, you guys don't need it. Hey, a new assault.
We can use this.
I'm trying to get a head scientist. Don't. Upstairs.
Engaging hostiles!
Oh, they're not even shooting me. Just give him a minute,
Going
guys.
dark.
Oh, okay.
Can't do it.
Okay, that's what I thought. The Vorcha must be those creepy looking things we saw before.
Overloading.
Well, now we know what they're called.
Mount that one.
Moving to cover. Cloaking. Now you see me. Cloaking. Kill that
It seems we've crossed into Vorcha territory.
The Blue Suns got pushed back way more than I thought. The Vorcha might be close to ending this war.
That's a really good point, Sullivan. Was Miranda genetically engineered with human DNA, or is there some alien in
We're
there
done
too?
here.
That could be, bad. Maybe she'll only get kind of sick, you know? So yeah, how does it work? Like, it gives me ammo, but I don't get grenades, I guess? I don't know. Interesting, that's for sure. Okay. It's weird that it gives me like 2-ish arrows. Like, what is that supposed to be? North? Like, that's the objective. What is that pointing to? I don't know. I do kind of miss just having the map, but you know. Okay, so this is the stairs I had passed by earlier. Let me see what's in this room. I don't know what these resources are used for yet, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Hey, back off. We got here first.
More humans.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is
Did my game just crash? Ooh. No? Okay, it just minimized and then came back. I don't know. Bingboard said, well, given how egotistical Miranda's father sounded, I'm sure he wanted to use any DNA that was not his. Just his DNA to tweak it and make it better in female, apparently. Yeah, why female, right?
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Mordin Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Guess we didn't really think it through.
That's obvious. So since, yeah, they totally won't miss it when you're running around with Turian trinkets. Yeah, I'm like, they're gonna know.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
The Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
Tell me everything you know about Mordin Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kinda had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
Well, duh, he patched you up and then you tried to steal from him. What were you expecting to happen?
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kinda sorry to see him go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
It's interesting that people liked being maintained by the game. Bingworth said the female part was probably to prevent his super clone from having a carbon copy of his own face, maybe. And then Nidal said, or her dad realized women are the superior gender. Agreed. He's a doctor. He knows exactly how to hurt you, right?
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Good. Let me put the gun
No
away.
more contacts!
So I looked, oh my god, Miranda, calm down. There was no enemies in here in the first place. Okay. Oh, jeez. Out of the way. Out of the way! Oh, I did one big loop around the apartment. Clinic. Almost there. Clinic guard. Huh, okay. Oh, there's some of the mechs they were talking about.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs. Good call. Mordin's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
No, seems legit. Oh, hey, I can swap out my weapons here. Okay.
Mordin saved my life. I owe him everything.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
Professor, we're running low on Suboxone.
Use malanarin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in vegetarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Malanarin and butemerol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not Heplicor? Too unstable. Inconsistent results. Demazine better option. No. Demazine toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
He seems like fun.
Professor Mordin Solus?
Oh god, he's getting me.
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns, maybe. Looking for someone. Yes.
Relax, Mordin. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
I'm on a mission to shut down the Collectors, and I need your help.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
He has a cure. That's good.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
That sounded troubling.
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
Okay.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
Okay, so he thinks the Collectors may have made it.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
Okay.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work with Salarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Salarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
I don't know how I feel about this guy. He's interesting.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Oh, this is the thing he gave me. The hand cannon acquired. The following squad members are now able to use this weapon. Okay. Which is why there was a thing I could use to swap. Okay. Fortune infested territory. Okay. Okay. Good, good.
This should come in handy.
Okay then. Let's go. Take a look at the new gun, I guess? So it's heavy pistol or the hand cannon. It's weak against shields and biotics, but it's heavy, but it's good against armor. Upgrades the Predator heavy pistol. Okay. We'll try it out. I don't use the pistol at, well, was that the pistol or the machine gun? Yeah, I don't use the pistol as much, but we'll see. Go ahead and give it to her as well. I love that this is way easier to manage inventory. Instead of having a bunch of stuff, I just have the few options now. Diversity for the win. Humans are not affected because they're too diverse to make this disease to test this man-made disease on. Yeah, it was just easier to hit everybody else, it seems like. And then work on hitting us next, I suppose. They're testing it.
Get ready. Going down.
Please, I'm the cure.
Sure thing.
Taking cover!
Is that everybody? We good?
Right behind you. Lead the way.
Zero contacts!
Gambling terminal. Okay, we're looking for this text. hacked it and got a bunch of money. Alright. A bank terminal? Okay. We didn't like the looters, but we're like sitting here hacking the gambling terminals and the ATM, I think. That's basically what that was.
I'm telling you the truth.
You found Daniel.
I work for Mordin at the clinic. I came here to help you.
We know you're spreading the plague virus. We saw the vials in your bag.
No, those vials contain the cure. Please, you have to believe me.
Maybe we should cut off your fingers. That should loosen your... Look out! Don't move. One more step and we kill your friend.
I know you're scared of the Vorcha, of the plague, but this man isn't to blame. If he was spreading the virus, why would he come into Vorcha territory? They're immune.
She's right. Doesn't make any sense. If we release the prisoner, we can go.
You have my word on it.
Let him go. You got what you wanted, human. Are we free to go?
We had a deal.
Human nobility. I didn't know such a thing existed.
Humans
Thank you.
Such a bad
I
rap.
thought they were gonna kill me. Did Mordin send you to find me?
The professor could use your help right now. He's got too many patients and not enough volunteers.
Yeah, okay. I'll go right away. Thanks again. I owe you... well, everything.
Yeah, my rescue missions are going a lot better in this game, guys. We're actually rescuing people. Occasionally, you know. Okay. Nothing else here.
Someone's coming. I'll kill you. Going dark.
Kasumi, could you, like, try not to get shot in the head? Don't jinx myself, yeah, no kidding. That's a rocket.
Here they come. Going dark. Well done. He goes.
Oh, there's one right under us, I see. down to the control room. Guessing I need to go that way? Yeah, ventilation control. Being where it says, so going with this being a lab-made disease, do we think the Vorcha was involved with the disease release, or do you think they have zero involvement and just took advantage of the chaos? I don't know. The way they were organized enough to come in here right after it hit seems to imply they may not have had involvement in making the disease, but I think it's possible, like Mordin said, maybe they are working with the collectors in some fashion. They obviously had some sort of a heads up that this was going to be happening.
Trapped it. I've got it. This will put them down.
Because they seem to have swooped in really fast. You know, so they would have had to have known.
The environmental controls should be nearby. We need to insert the cure, then reactivate the fans.
You don't come here. We shut down machines, break fans.
No, don't do that.
Everyone choke and die. Then collectors make us strong.
Well, there you go.
What do the collectors want?
Collectors want plague. You work for Doctor. Turn on machines. Put cure in air. We kill you first. Ah.
Enemies!
He seems nice.
Going silent.
Man, she just punched that guy in the back.
Very nice.
As good a place as any.
Shepard, I've scanned the room. The central control system is in an alcove in the center of the back wall. You can inject the cure and reinitialize the systems there.
Tay. Sultan said I can see why no one thinks they could make the plague. Yeah. Poor guys. And yeah, that does answer pretty much all of our questions right there. Okay. Alright, what's this? Just computers? Okay. Alright.
Excellent. The cure is in place. Now we need to reactivate the fans.
Going silent.
Ignite.
I have located the fan controls. There are two, one on either side of the room you're in now.
Tay. Let's go. Oh, hey there, fella.
You're shot.
Back up. We still need to activate the other one.
Strong Windsmaker? What?
Now you see.
Oh yeah, definitely have a strong fan happening. Oh, ow. I didn't love that.
Now you can move. Smoking!
Nice job.
Where do they all have rocket launchers and shit? Okay, that guy's dead already. Just couldn't tell.
Kurgan charging!
Going silent. Right there.
Yeah, so this is the new hand cannon, right? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Can't see him.
Taking fire.
Yeah, guess what, guys? This game has melee.
Both fans are online. Mordin should be pleased. We're all clear.
Environmental systems engaged. Airborne viral levels dropping. Patients improving. Vorcha retreating. Well done, Shepard. Thank you.
And thank you from me as well. Those Batarians would have killed me. For a second there, I thought you were going to shoot them even after they let me go.
I thought about it.
I was tempted for a minute, but in the end I figured they didn't deserve to die.
Merciful of you. Risky. Would have killed them myself.
Professor, how can you say that? You're a doctor. You believe in helping people.
Lots of ways to help people. Sometimes heal patients, sometimes execute dangerous people. Either way helps. Go check on the patients. Lots of work to do. Think about what I said.
I mean, he's not completely wrong.
Good kid, bit naive. He'll learn. Letting him take over the clinic should be able to handle it now that Vorcha are gone.
Glad I was able to save him so that, you know, somebody can run the clinic while you're gone.
We've cured the plague. Are you ready to help stop the collectors?
Yes. Unexpected to be working with Cerberus. Many surprises. Just need to finish up here at the clinic. Won't take long. Meet you at your ship. Looking forward to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around for a moment.
Press and hold F to end the mission? What? I can just do that?
I know you. From the apartment. You found me. You told Mordin about me, didn't you? You saved my life.
Remember this the next time you're about to judge our species.
I was wrong about you, human. I was wrong about a lot of things.
The last time I saw you, you were too weak to move.
2 of Mordin's assistants found me. They gave me the vaccine and brought me back here once I was stable. They were humans, but they risked their lives to find me and bring me to safety.
I'm glad to see you're okay.
I owe you my life, human. Thank you.
Wonder if those humans ever made it here too.
I can't believe Mordin said all those things. I thought I knew him.
I don't know, everybody else seems to be pretty clear. He's a bit, ruthless when he needs to be. Hey, there they are.
Thanks for bringing us here.
Thanks for bringing us here. You probably saved our lives.
Probably. Well, I guess I'll just end the mission from here. I think it's cool that I can. Would you like to? Also use work on Omega as leverage against Arya if necessary. It's cool that you can just zap to the Normandy.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Fair.
The Collectors have been abducting colonists from the fringes of the Terminus systems. No distress signals are sent out, no signs of attack.
There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all. Except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No. Slower than
You don't
gas.
have to sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There's a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solis. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
The ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists need to identify, neutralize technology, need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
He seems like an interesting fellow. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hit the bathroom and I'll be right back. I don't know if you can still hear me, but thanks for popping in, Megabird. Alright, let's see. I think I leveled. Incinerate, what does that do? Exploding flame damages the health and armor of anyone nearby. Allows you to shatter them with gunfire. Alright, why not? Can I buy this one? Yeah. Alright, we now have a creepy doctor on our ship as well. And he can apparently do all kinds of research and stuff. So that's fun. Tech lab. Popping up all kinds of stuff. Keep this area clean. What's down there?
Shepard, how can I help?
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Found a few surveillance bugs. Destroyed most of them. Returned expensive one to Miranda. Nothing unexpected. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
I'm sure there's surveillance all over the place. I love that. He was just like, yeah, I just destroyed him. Gave the expensive one back to Miranda at least.
Are there any medical concerns I should be aware of on the team?
Cerberus personnel in excellent condition. No squad concerns to report. Always some matters, but nothing affecting immediate mission.
Okay.
Is the lab working well for you?
Quite satisfactory. Just need more samples. More collector data, tissue samples, anything you can get, I can use. Find new tech.
Yeah, maybe he should help Joker with Edie. Yeah.
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Okay.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
Fair.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Okay.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
Hey now.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under a young captain named Kirahi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirahi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
None taken.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team, deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for a high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Interesting.
Nice talking with you, Mordin.
Should get back to work. Need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
Selson says he's better than the merc guy you recruited. Yeah, fair. Alright, let's see. We can research some shit now. Assault rifle damage. Okay, so this is where it's going to cost me these different kinds of materials that I have to get. Okay. So, let's see. Armor upgrades. Metagel capacity, tech damage. So this will allow me to carry more Metagel. But I don't seem to have a way to heal in this one. I don't know if I need to earn that at some point. But I feel like, you know, in the last one I could just hit V to deploy my Metagel to heal. This one it seems like I just use it to up downed people. 10% tech power damage. That sounds good. Prototypes. Lots of prototypes. Okay. Ew. So I can get different kind of armor instead of what I'm wearing now. Understood. That looks gross. Heavy weapon ammo. More ammo capacity. Oh, heavy weapon, does that count? My sniper rifle or just my grenade launcher? I think it's my grenade launcher. That would be good though. Inferno armor. Negotiation bonus? Interesting. Dissuader shotgun. Alright, I may have to pick and choose a little bit here. Okay, so I would like the heavy weapon ammo upgrade. Do that. Okay. Nice. Oh, now I can research a missile launcher. Okay. Better shotgun. I haven't really used a shotgun. Well, it's because I don't have one, I guess. I'm not as big on shotguns. Better armor would be cool, but I also kind of like the way my armor looks right now, you know? I don't know if I want to look like a total Cerberus punk. Inferno's kind of cool. Let's see. Shotgun, missile launcher. Missile launcher is expensive. I like the idea of more Metagel. Let's do that. Assault rifle damage. That sounds good too. Just in general, more damage, always good. This guy's certainly a lot more useful than some of the other people. Heavy weapon ammo. Oh, I clicked on upgrades. Hold on. Research terminal. Prototype. It's expensive, but let's go ahead. Let's do the missile launcher. Okay. Tech damage. Well, that one's pretty cheap. Let's do that. Okay. I wonder why these are grayed out. Upgrade your squad's armor. I don't know why I can't do those yet, but that's okay. Inferno. Storm speed. I don't know what that means. Shield, health, ammo. It says 1, but then when I look in here, there isn't. I can't actually click on it. Oh, this one I just can't afford. Okay, so that one I could get, but I can't afford it. These I can't afford, but for some reason Requires 1 more tech damage upgrade. Okay. Alright, well let's look at the upgrades, because these are different. So I researched them, and now I can actually... Okay, no, this is the same thing. I researched them, and then I can look at them here. Okay. But I don't have to do anything here, I'm just reviewing what I've already got. Alright. Ship enhancements, I wonder what that's going to be like. So... let's go ahead and get the Inferno armor. I like having options. And then, can I afford anything else right now? I don't think so. I could afford the service armor, but I don't want it right now. That would use up pretty much everything I've got left. Okay. Alright. We just researched a whole bunch of stuff. That goes to the armory. Where does this go? Okay, this just wraps around back to the front. What's up, Kelly?
Mordin's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Okay.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I'll look at it when I'm ready.
Hadley, I heard about Ferris Fields. Any news on your brother?
He's gone. They're all gone. But we'll get them back.
Shepard and Lawson are on it. We'll get your brother back. And make sure the collectors pay for taking you.
Ah, he was on one of the places.
Commander.
I assume everything's going well up here?
It was until the thing started questioning my every move. It won't let anything slide.
You were deliberately falsifying maintenance reports, Mr. Moreau.
Not falsifying, tweaking. I always round up on task times. It makes us look good when we come in under.
Harmless self-promotion. Edie can ease off on that.
Very well, Shepard.
Yeah, go pout. I win.
Joker.
Right. No hard feelings. Good game.
I love him. Okay.
That's it for now.
See ya, Commander.
Hey, there's my new rocket launcher thing.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Mordin's modifications hold up, we've got a shot. If they don't, we're dead. Seems like that was always a strong possibility, though. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
Any thoughts on how to prepare against the Collectors?
They spec'd this ship to the original Normandy, but you were there. The Collectors cut her like butter. This armor just isn't top of the line anymore. People will die if we don't upgrade. Alliance had some new toys in secret dev before I left. I could try and pull a few favors.
Ew. Okay. So he just unlocked ship enhancements. So I was like, this is all the same stuff I was looking at with Mordin, except for now he's unlocked ship enhancements. But I need more palladium, apparently. Normandy armor upgrade. The Asari made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a blast. Powerful enough to penetrate its shields. Okay.
Let me know when you want that, Commander.
As soon as possible, obviously.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
If you want, Commander. Cerberus has ranks, but it's not the Alliance. No rules about fraternization. Your boat, your call. You want to get friendly with everyone? That's your business.
sound hesitant, Jacob. Am I putting you on the spot?
You're trying to. Sorry if I knee-jerked. Cerberus puts a lot of suspicion in your head. I like you, Shepard, so talk, and we'll see how it goes.
I know, I thought that too. I'm like, define friendly. Like, I literally just want to be your friend, nothing more. Thank you.
Anyone waiting for you back home?
Only child and no extended family. Never settled down. Didn't seem fair with this job. But you can't miss what you never had.
Sure you can. So you're single? No, we're not doing that.
I know you and Miranda work together. I got the impression it might have been more than that.
It got a little close. Then it got really far apart. The rest isn't your business, Commander.
Consider it dropped. I trust you to keep everything professional, Jacob.
Thanks. That always bugged me about the Alliance. They didn't let people handle their own problems. Cerberus isn't any better. They just put more effort into hiding how much they spy on you.
Let them watch. We're not hiding anything.
Wouldn't matter if we were. It's not like they can reel us in. We're handling this, whether they like it or not. Anyway, I should get back to prep. Nice talking to you, Shepard. Let's do it again sometime.
No messages for you, Commander.
You definitely told me I had a new message earlier, and I haven't read it yet, so I technically still should have a message.
There you are. Gabby and Ken would make a great couple. I just doubt they'll ever realize it.
The engineers.
The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk. One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
Oh god, Kasumi, stop eavesdropping on everyone.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Oh man. So I guess I should talk to everyone, then talk to Kasumi last, and then she'll comment on everything that I've talked to everyone else about.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
Is it gonna be the same thing? Nope, she unlocked something else. A mineral scanner. Speed up the planet scanning process, okay. Selson said, is your last name Keys by any chance, Miranda? I know, I kept forgetting they kept referring to a Lawson. I'm like, who the hell is Lawson? And it took me a minute to realize that's her. Her name is Lawson. We didn't refer to them as their last names nearly as much as we did the other people because we were soldiers.
Whenever you have the time and resources, let me know.
Anything I should know
The crew's
regarding...
working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
Thank you, Commander. Rupert put the new supplies to good use.
You're welcome. Glad everybody's enjoying the food.
How may I help you, Commander?
I have a present for you, Doc.
Ceres ice brandy? You didn't. Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Fair. It's nice to have somebody who remembers the good old days on ship, though.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
To Jenkins, to Presley, and to Alenko.
May they never be forgotten.
Jenkins was kind of a dummy. Oh my god, I am drunk! Good to know. So it is probably like GTA or Red Dead. If I just keep drinking, I'll get drunk enough. She's laying down. It's good. Okay. Everything's a little warbly. Can I get some food?
How can I help you, Commander?
Do you have everything you need?
Absolutely. Since you set up my kitchen with proper supplies, thanks again.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
There's a mod that lets you save both of them. What? I feel like that would defeat the purpose. Okay, well I didn't stay drunk for very long. Free quarters. There's probably nothing new in here, right? No, just those two. Let's go check on Zaid. He's in the cargo.
This mission takes me back. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
Nano says, I agree, but it would probably, your dad would probably want to hate making choices like
Me
that.
and a buddy were hard to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Okay. Let's see who else we can get. Oh, let's check my method. Take care of Garrus. Nala Butler. Commander Shepard, my husband was one of the men serving on Garrus' team. I don't know how much Garrus talked to you about what happened. I don't know the specifics myself, only that my husband died in a trap set by those bastard Gaines. I know Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squad as a failure on his part, and it was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was talking about Omega from the Gaines. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. God, I'd give anything to get him back, but whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself, and please don't tell him that I sent you this. Thank you. From Dr. Chakwas. Commander, I've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. To maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. Updated plans for the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab. Interesting. So if I make Paragon choices, my scars will just go away? Is that what we're saying? That does remind me I need to talk to Garrus, who is in the back of the crew's quarters, right? Crew's quarters. He's like past the sleeping pods, right? Yes, okay. I did my usual round and forgot I can go through this door back here. He's where the battery is.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got any upgrade ideas for the Normandy's weapon systems?
A few, yeah. Here, take a look.
Okay, cool. I just need to get a lot more.
Let me know when you've got the materials for me to upgrade our guns.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I think he looks better in the new, not burnt to hell armor. He doesn't have a giant bandage, he just has the little stuff over his face. Okay. Alright, now back up to the CIC.
No messages for you, Commander.
Thank you. Okay, so I officially don't have any more quests here. There's definitely some parts of that I could look around that I haven't looked for or something. Let me see what this is like. Start scanner. Okay. Oh wait, I see. It's higher for the palladium, and then I can launch probe.
Probe away. In research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
Interesting. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Probe launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Probe away.
And I have to buy more probes over time as well.
Probe away. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe launched.
Oh, okay, I can spin it too. Yeah, I could see how this would get tedious.
Launching probe.
Oh, I can now afford the shotgun.
Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away.
I could see what they were trying to do by like making the resources matter. And it's certainly, because with the first one I felt like, and granted I was playing on easy combat difficulty, but the first one I certainly felt like the
probe launched.
Money didn't matter very quickly. I was never trying to like save up money. The collector chitin armor. I don't know if I want collector armor.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Why does it say my scanning results are poor? Because I've sent too many probes? I don't know. Am I supposed to keep going until I find, like, just the really sweet spot?
Launching probe.
Scanner results depleted. So does that mean... Oh, okay, it's letting me know. So if it's moderate, it means there's some left. If it's depleted, it means there's nothing left on the planet. Got it. Basically. So now... Where am I? I don't know what that means. 60%? 60% of what? So now I know the planet name, but it doesn't necessarily tell me how full it is. Okay. Interesting. Alright, let me look real quickly at my journal. Alright, this smuggling depot, lost operative. Do we know where we need to find these couplings? Omega. I'm already at, or I was already at Omega. Let's see if we can get the couplings. Before we completely leave this area. Improving the engineering seems like a good idea. We'll do it while this area is still fresh in my mind. Would having Mordin on here be a bad idea? I don't think so. They all know him here. Getting to know him could be interesting. We gotta keep... Well, we took Asumi last time. Let's take Jacob. Let's see. So now instead of the grenade launcher, I also have a missile launcher option. Try that, I guess. Give him the hand cannon. Give him the hand cannon. Okay.
Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
Alright. So I've been basically all over the afterlife. But there's a couple of shops down this way. And I wonder if I go to those shops, if I might be able to find the couplings that I need. Yeah, the scanning of the first one wasn't that bad, which is nice. Okay. Couplings, there we go. Cybernetic upgrade. Oh, it's expensive, but it gives me more health. Shotgun damage. Automatic rifle. Or a Geth shotgun. Interesting. Well, as creepy as this sounds, I'm gonna get the heavy skin weave.
This is valuable.
And heavy weapon ammo. Might as well get as much as I can while I'm here.
Hello there. Might interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
Oh shit, I should have asked him for a discount first.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harrod.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvaged parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
Why does Harrod control your prices?
Harrod made me swear not to undercut him, no matter what. He was here first, so it's his right. But no one will buy from me when he's so much cheaper. I can't save enough money for a ticket off the station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way. But I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
I could go talk to Harrod for you. Get him to ease up.
I won't stop you. If you can convince him to lay off, then maybe I'll get off this station after all. His shop's up the ramp, near where Marsh sells his goods. Anything you can do will be much appreciated.
I have to go.
Please check with my kiosk to see what I have for sale. And thank you.
Okay, so I gotta remember that. Talk to the shopkeepers first. You might get discounts.
Place. How can these people be left to rot like this? I mean, it's not like they're hidden. They're right here in their own filth. What a shithole.
Leave, human. Tell Captain Gavon we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavon. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavon we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavon's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to ya.
No more talk. We know Gavon's tricks. We leave.
Okay.
The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
Freedom's progress has been attacked by unknown sources, marking yet another in the chronicle of the humans' failure to defend their own colonies. The Alliance has dispatched aid and transport vessels in an effort to ease the suffering among the ruins of the human colony.
Vorcha adaptation interesting. Not just biological, social as well. Urban area adapting to them in return. Large concentration. Hope they're controlled. If they attack, as happened near my clinic, casualties likely.
Yeah. Did I just find a back door into the afterlife? Oh, yeah, okay. It does open all the way up. So where's the Omega Market Inheritance Emporium?
The Shepherd Scholarship has gone into effect, targeting low-income children on Earth.
Shepherd Scholarship.
Where the most famous human in the galaxy allegedly had a difficult childhood, the scholarships have allowed several dozen young men and women to leave gangs and to join the military or enroll in school.
Food!
Or a boon for the station's depressed labor market.
Can't talk to any people.
The Forge's adaptive capabilities shows that with the proper treatment,
Here, oh, he's one of those. He's an Elcor.
tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
Tell me about your deal with the Quarian over there.
Suspicious. If I had made such a deal, I would certainly not be inclined to discuss it. Accusatory. I don't understand how it is any concern of yours.
What if you and I make a deal? You let him set his own prices, and I won't break your legs.
With barely contained terror, you drive a hard bargain, human.
I haven't even started.
Resignation. Very well. I will release the Quarian from his promise. Conciliatory. To show there is no ill will, I offer you a discount on my own wares.
Yay!
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
What do you have? A visor. Increase headshot damage. I do like the idea of that. A model Geth ship. This is a delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. Okay. Doubles the time limit for hacking. Terminus armor. Again. Let's see. Chestplate sounds great. I don't know if I want to wear the visor, but I do like headshot damage, so let's go ahead and buy it and see what we do with it. I don't want that. And I do want the Omni tool upgrade.
This might be useful.
There's a part of me that kind of wants all of the models, just because I want all of the models. Just because it will look good in my room. Okay.
Commander Shepard. He uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did she? Witnesses report seeing her alive on Omega.
End is not.
Okay, so we shopped at Harrod's Emporium. We did not shop at the Omega Market. I can hear the news talking about me. It's pretty. Oh, okay, sure.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
What does he sell? Simulator conduits, increase storm speed by 10%. A model cruiser. For Turians. So we're just gonna collect them all. Weapon upgrade for my sniper rifle. For an entire squad, actually. 10%. Love that.
This should come in handy.
A titillating alien magazine. No thanks. Blood dragon armor. It looks like Dragon Age! Well, I kind of like the way that looks. I'm just spending my money everywhere.
2 years after a Geth attack nearly destroyed it.
Alright, I feel like we have pretty much looked around everywhere. Show it to Ashley. If I ever find her, I'll just leave it in her room. Like, here you go. Okay, so we've pretty much been everywhere there is to be here. Yes? Have we been in the VIP area? VIP? I'm a VIP.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music.
Rude.
What do you want?
I'd like to join the party.
I'm VIP. Very, very important. Do we have anything else to talk to Arya about? I don't think so. But maybe I'll double check before we leave.
Get rid of your Fortune hassles forever.
Maybe she has something to say about the fact that we cured the plague.
Has announced that it will not limit its dreadnought production to
Well, we
previous
helped cure the
totals,
plague.
citing an increased need for security in the wake of the deaths of previous council members.
Ari's so beautiful.
You can't pull me.
That's the way out. She is
Just one more.
up here.
Oh, clever snake.
I cured your plague thing.
What do you need?
I don't need anything. I just wanted to know if you were impressed. No.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
Just thought maybe
You should find a nice young man to keep you warm in the meantime. You look like you need to loosen up.
Alright. Let us go home. Also wanted to know if maybe you would just let me into the VIP area.
Come on, let me in.
Peace out. Purchase star charts? Jeez. What's time for that?
Commander.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. No surprise, Mordin acts superior to everyone, like he's got tenure at FU. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Okay. Yeah, we're adding things to our little wall over here. See, now it looks, it's filling out more than just being empty and alone. I probably will add the Destiny Ascension up there just so that I have them all. Let's see, there's my little space hamster. Squeak. Feed the fish. Alright, and then I got some new armor and stuff. Let's take a look. So now I can scroll through types. Hey! So if I get one of these special ones, I can't change how it looks. It's interesting. Look at this though. We look like we're straight out of Dragon Age, but like in space. I don't know if I'd want to just be wearing it all the time though. I kind of like the way the other armor looks. Like if I knew I was going to be in a fight for a while, then maybe I'd swap it up. Warden Shepherd, right? All right. Okay, so the next people that I need to get is the Warlord and the Convict. They sound like great people. He's in Purgatory. Right, because isn't he in prison? And then he is in the Emir system in Corliss. Okay. Okay, I've got plenty of fuel, but I could buy more probes. Let's do that. Alright. So how do I see exactly where I need to go? This way. There we go. Alright, the Convict is over here, and we've got that cargo that we can pick up from Arya. So, well, let's do it. It's prison ship Purgatory. Alright. Let's pick up this Convict. Should be easy peasy. We're picking him up from Cerberus, so I feel like having... We're picking him up with Cerberus's help, so I feel like having Miranda would be a good idea. She can sweet talk them. And then I think I'll bring Garrus. Okay. She'll use the Vindicator. She's using the hand cannon. Okay. Blue Suns. Okay. Cerberus should have called ahead already, so should be easier, right?
Welcome to the Purgatory, Shepard. Your package is being prepped and you can claim it shortly. As this is a high security vessel, you'll need to relinquish your weapons before we proceed.
I'll relinquish one bullet. Where do you want it?
Everyone stand down. Commander, I'm Warden Kirill, and this is my ship. Your weapons will be returned on the way out. You must realize this is just a standard procedure.
It's my standard procedure to keep my gun.
Let them proceed. Our facility is more than secure enough to handle 3 armed guests. We're bringing Jack out of cryo. As soon as the funds clear, you can be on your way. If you'll follow me to out-processing for the pickup, Commander.
Let's go.
Cell Block 2. As you can see, we keep tight control over the population.
Quite the prison setup.
Each prisoner's cell is a self-contained modular unit. I've blown a few out the airlocks as an example. The ship is made up of 30 cell blocks identical to this one. We house thousands of criminals. We can put the whole place in lockdown on a moment's notice. Nothing goes wrong here.
So since the standard procedure is to get ambushed at every spot. Yeah, I'm like, I don't stop many places that a combat doesn't ensue, so yeah.
Can you tell me about Jack?
Cerberus hasn't told you?
No.
Jack is the meanest handful of violence and hate I've ever encountered. Dangerous, crazy, and very powerful. You'll see soon enough.
Sounds like a great member of my crew.
How'd you end up running this ship?
I was in law enforcement on Palaven and got sick of seeing criminals escape out into the galaxy to carry on with their crimes. Bounty hunters aren't dependable. Eventually I hit upon this idea. Keep the criminals in space and the galaxy is a safer place.
You do this because you think it's necessary?
Every day I see the worst sapient life has to offer. Governments are soft, unwilling to make the hard choices. Someone had to stand up and make the galaxy safe.
Sure.
Maintaining a population this size in space can't be cheap.
We can cut corners that governments can't, and each prisoner brings in a fee from his homeworld. These individuals are violent. and their home planets pay well to keep them here.
What happens if the homeworld doesn't want to pay?
We explain that we can't maintain the prisoner without their help, so we'll be forced to release him back onto his homeworld at an unspecified place and time.
So it's an extortion racket.
You don't have to agree with my methods, but don't question my motives. These are despicable people, and I'm keeping them locked up.
Okay.
Let's get on with this.
Have there been escape attempts?
We're in space. They have nowhere to go, and they know it. But still, we exercise extreme caution. These are dangerous individuals.
Oh.
We have many ways to control the population. I'm going to confirm that the funds from Cerberus cleared. Out-processing is straight down this hallway. Just keep going past the interrogation rooms and the Supermax wing.
Okay. Can I look around?
I'll catch up with you later, Shepard.
I promise not to wander everywhere. Hey.
You don't even get good information that way.
After a point, victims admit to anything to make the pain stop.
You would know, Garrus.
Is there something I can do for you?
There's no excuse for beating a prisoner who can't fight back.
This is a massage compared to what his victims went through.
This degrades you as much as him.
We have orders.
You're not important enough to make your own decisions?
I admit, I sometimes get tired of this. Does this really get us anything useful?
Stop this. For your own sake.
Yeah, you're right. Call it off. At least for now.
Yeah, like if you think that his victims warrant capital punishment, then give him a
guys, over here.
capital punishment. Don't
Let me
just
ask you something.
torture him.
If you're buying prisoners, can you buy me?
What?
Man, I don't care where you take me or what you do to me. It's gotta be better than this.
We're here for Jack.
Jack? Forget what I just said. I don't want to go nowhere with you.
I thought this ship was a prison, not a market.
Sometimes people buy cons so they can do some punishing of their own, if you understand. Warden sells us to whoever can pay enough.
Jeez.
Why are they interrogating that prisoner? He knows something?
Nah, that's Bimmy. He don't know nothing. He offed someone in the showers yesterday, I think. Guy he killed was worth a lot to the Warden. Yeah, sucks to be Bimmy right now.
They're going at it pretty hard. Do they ever kill prisoners by accident?
Haven't heard of anyone dying. Warden can't make money off us if we're dead. Funny thing, though. The more a guard does it, the meaner he gets. So they rotate him through.
So, what are you in for?
I killed a few people. Only about 20 or so. And I blew up that one habitat. Small time compared to most of the guys here.
Sounds nice.
What's it like here?
Bad. And you gotta watch out. Damn, but someone's always after your stuff. Your smokes, clothes, your pride. I haven't taken a shower in 3 months.
Gross.
Tell me more about Jack.
The worst trouble you ever saw. Mixed with some crazy and way too much biotic power. That's all I'm saying.
Why does all these people have biotics?
I should go.
Wish I could go.
I don't think you want to come with me. You'll just get yourself into more trouble. Oh, hey, look, another one.
I hear the screaming in my head. It's nice. Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna leave that one alone. Out processing is that way, so we're gonna go anywhere but there. Hey.
This is the Supermax wing. It's off limits. Out processing is back down the hall on your right. They'll bring your package there after the cryo-thaw is finished.
Yo, so Jack was in cryo sleep. They didn't even let him, like, have a cell he could move around in. Okay. Good to know.
Out processing's through the door on the far side of the room.
So he went from being completely harmless to now we're gonna wake him up and put him on our ship. Love this.
My apologies, Shepard. You're more valuable as a prisoner than a customer. Drop your weapons and proceed into this open cell. You will not be harmed.
You talked up your noble intentions with this prison, but it turns out you're a criminal like the rest.
Activate systems.
And this is why I keep my guns everywhere I go.
Hostile!
Here we go!
There we go!
Kind of pointless to keep them there. Yeah, you can't really bait people that are in cryo storage. Yeah, absolutely. You're just keeping them alive for no reason at that point.
This should slow him down.
I've lost shields.
Reinforce out processing. Shepard is loose. Engaging hostile.
We need to get Jack out of cryo.
Enemies in front!
Do we need to get Jack out of cryo? Maybe we should just blow this whole place up. Give everyone a little mercy.
And stay down. Impressive.
Shepard is on the loose. Repeat, Shepard is loose. Get people down here.
We can find someone else to do Jack's job, right? Like, I don't know that we need to go. I mean, we should probably just, you know, save everyone the trouble, right? Get rid of all the violent
If we have that
criminals.
control, every door on the cell block opens.
It's the only way to get Jack out of cryo.
I'm doing it. Be ready.
Tay.
That's Jack?
I think Jack is a woman. Oh, God. Antibiotics.
We have to get down there.
Do we? I think she's got it. Okay, well that door doesn't open.
Warning. Warning. Sounds like heavy fight.
Well, duh. Yeah, Jack handled herself. Did she rip the hole in the side, or...?
All guards, restore order. Lethal force authorized. But don't kill Jack. Text, lockdown, lockdown.
Jack is worth a lot, I
Sectors
take
7,
it?
9, and 11 have lost life support. No survivors.
She lacks subtlety.
Well, would you when you're making a prison break? Oops. You can't walk down that? I apparently trapped myself.
This should slow him down.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to go up there, but now I can't.
They've seen us. There we go.
Do we get a jump button in this game? No, Cerberus didn't tell me anything. Or, I'm sorry, the elusive man didn't tell me anything. How do I untrap myself from here?
All targets eliminated.
I think it's funny because everyone was definitely referring to Jack as a he, though. I don't want to, like, start over. Is there an unstuck button? I don't think so. Oh, there we go. Oh, right, the vault. The vaulting thing. I'm pretty sure they did. Let's see the initial dossier. Oh, I can't find it now. Somewhere in there it gave me, like, initial descriptions of them. That's true. I just thought it was one of those classic things where because...
All prisoners, return to your cells immediately or I'll open every airlock on this ship!
Shepard, the Warden has locked down the area behind you. You must find another exit route.
Alright, time to talk out this missile launcher. Got it.
Warning. Power plant damage has led to overload. Core systems failure imminent.
This guard got swarmed by prisoners with improvised weapons. He never had a chance.
Shows you.
Lockdown in blocks 4, 7, and 8!
Maybe Shorter should have sent you someone less valuable to pick up Jack. Right?
Time to die! Destruct!
And stay down.
Now let's finish you off.
I'm going in!
Miranda, what do you know?
Firing a high-impact shot. Moving. Going to ground.
Nice shot. Going to cover. Be right there.
I'm on it.
All this damage wasn't caused by just Jack, though, right? Right? How scared of Jack do we need to be?
Find Jack! Full alert! Find Jack! All guards to cell block 1!
Oh, this one I have to hack. Okay. Got some monies. Take him out.
You're
Gary.
valuable, Shepard. I could have sold you and lived like a king. But you're too much trouble. At least I can recapture Jack.
Not happening. You're a two-bit slave trader and I don't have time for it.
I do the hard things civil governments are unwilling to. This is for the good of the galaxy.
Is it?
Overload deployed.
Impressive.
Oh, thank you. Guessing we need to break those things somehow.
Look out!
This will put them down.
Affirmative.
You bet.
Unshielded hostiles.
Night-night.
It's state hand. Stop!
Well.
Cerberus.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're here to help. Do you know who I am?
What the hell do you want? My name is Shepard, and I'm here to get you off this ship.
I'm not going anywhere with you. You're Cerberus.
I'm working with Cerberus for now because they can help me.
With them, for them, I don't care. You show up in a Cerberus frigate to take me away somewhere? You think I'm stupid?
This ship is going down in flames. We can get you to safety, and we're asking for your help.
We could just knock her out and take her.
I'd like to see you try.
I don't see how that would help us, Miranda.
We're not going to attack her.
Good move. Look, you want me to come with you? Make it worth my while.
Join my team and I'll do what I can for you.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I bet your ship's got lots of Cerberus databases. I want to look at those files, see what Cerberus has got on me. You want me on your team? Let me go through those databases.
I'll give you full access.
Shepard, you're not authorized to do that.
Oh, it upsets the cheerleader. Even better. You better be straight up with me. So why the hell are we standing here?
Move out.
And I was thinking that too, like, do you want a shirt? Were you dressed like this before they put you in cryo freeze? Or was that part of the cryo freeze? Created prisoner known as Jack for the team. Purgatory's portrayal of Shepard unacceptable. Fortunately, was able to reverse credit transfer. Okay. We have to take steps against Blue Suns to demonstrate consequences of interference. Good for you.
Welcome to the Normandy, Jack. I'm Miranda, Shepard's second in command.
Oh, I don't know if I
On
said
the
that.
ship, we follow orders.
Tell the Cerberus cheerleader to back off, Shepard. I'm here because of our deal.
Is it wrong that I kind of like that she doesn't like Miranda and she's just calling her the cheerleader?
Miranda will let you into the system. Let me know what you find.
Hear that, Precious? We're going to be friends. You, me, and every embarrassing little secret. I'll be reading down in the hold, or somewhere near the bottom. I don't like a lot of through traffic. Keep your people off me. Better that way.
She seems nice. No? Miranda, you don't like her? I think she's fun so far. Okay, Armory, Tech Lab. Actually, let's go through here.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Yes, would like that actually. Talked about work earlier. Time with Special Tasks Group studying genophage. It wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds. Need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
Okay. Felson said it's your people that recommended her. Yeah, I had no control over this. Cerberus wanted me to go get her.
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Okay.
Did the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientist worthy of term. No. Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
Interesting.
Maybe they were just having a lucky year. Or fewer mercs left, meaning more Krogan were left to repopulate.
Please, Shepard. Social environmental concerns accounted for. Not an undergraduate. Population spike caused by adaptation to genophage. No other possibility.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it on Tuchanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
You never considered other options?
Hundreds. Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy, Krogan included.
If the Krogan are so dangerous, why not just sterilize them outright?
Not a war criminal, not a murderer, genocide unnecessary. Krogan as a whole, violent, aggressive, still have outliers, worth saving. Genophage modification protected galaxy, allowed Krogan chance to survive. Everyone wins. Good for us, good for them.
I don't know if they would see it that way, but sure.
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water supplies. Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka. Team got caught a few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
I doubt you told many people about this, Mordin. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
Selson said, how long have you been modifying the virus? Yeah, I'm like, we don't need to, like, keep upgrading the virus. Like Selson said, can't we just, like, birth control? Something like that? Is that, this just is their answer to birth control? I guess? I don't know. Okay, I can't afford any of that. I can do the shotgun damage, but I'm not using the shotgun, so I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. Metagel capacity, let's do that. Love to carry all the metagel. Okay, can't get any of that. Oh god, I don't want to look like a collector. Why would I want that? Let's go ahead and research the shotgun. How about that? And then we might as well do shotgun damage. Maybe don't find Rex. Might cause conflict. I'm sure Rex would love this guy. What are you talking about? Okay.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
What do you think about
Jack's
Jack?
tattoos are beautiful. As colorful as her past, I'm sure. I have concerns with her temper, though.
You have worries about Jack?
I know she'll be solid under fire, but her attitude suggests deep personal issues. She pushes people away, yet approaches sex casually. I don't think she understands her own motivations. Just be careful when talking about personal matters.
I'll do my best not to piss her off.
Please warn me if you fail. I want a chance to hide. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
How do you know that Jack approaches sex casually? Did you try to have sex with her already? I feel like my yeoman is a little flirty. From Finch. Shepard had family on a colony that got hit. I used some contacts with the Reds, found a couple of people who said they could get you this message. You might not have much use for me. You spend too much time with the damn aliens, pretending your time in the gains back on Earth never happened. I know you weren't happy when I found you at the Citadel a couple of years back. Yeah, I remember this asshole. But I'm glad you're on this. I hope you find whoever took my people on Freedom's Progress and kick their scaly asses. I'm glad it's a human finding these bastards. I'm glad it's you. Do the Reds proud. Fuck off. Wilson says, super private terminal that tells you every time I have a message. I know, I thought that too. She always knows. The consorts. From Commander, I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect, an embarrassing notion, but my contacts telling you yet to survive. I'm pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you head toward an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Shaira. Can I see her? Is she on the Citadel still? Dr. Chloe Mikkel, I think? Dear Commander Shepard, I was relieved to hear that you were alive. I was devastated to hear of the destruction of the Normandy and those people who didn't make it off in time. If you went missing and were presumed dead, I feared I'd never see you or Garrus ever again. You and he did so much to help clean up the wards when you were hunting for Saren. The galaxy needs more people like you, and I'm glad that you're still here to protect those of us who've grown to depend upon both of you. Is Garrus with you again by any chance? Do you need something? After being so happy to hear of your survival, I wondered if perhaps he might have ended up with you. I left a few messages on his public accounts, but you know how he is about checking his mail. I don't think the comm address I had for him works anymore, because he hasn't returned any calls. Always so busy in his grand crusades, his great passions that he focuses on them to the exclusion of anything or anyone else. She's still crushing on Garrus. Well, hopefully she's not being blackmailed anymore, at least. Anyway, if you know where he might be, I would really love to hear from him, or both of you could come by the next time you're near the Citadel. Okay, so she's still at the Citadel. Alright. The Omega Clinic desks! Commander, I wanted to thank you again for saving me from those Batarians. I thought I'd seen the worst of people's anger and fear at Dr. Solus's clinic. I had no idea how much anger his work was keeping in check, how bad it really was. If not for you, I'd be dead. Thank you. Clinic is doing well. You got rid of most of the plague, and I've been able to handle the rest without too much trouble. The Blue Suns keep offering to take over security here. I keep the mechs powered on. I won't make the same mistake twice. Thanks, Daniel. Cool beans. Okay, so... I can talk to Joker. He probably doesn't have anything to say about Jack yet, because I haven't taken her with me. Yeah, you don't think the yeoman can read my messages, do you? Totally.
Okay,
totally
Shepard,
not.
glad you're back, but keep an eye on that last one. We can only hold so much crazy.
We have so much crazy on the ship. What do you mean?
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. It seems like Garrus has finally worked that stick out of his butt, but now he's trying to beat guys to death with it. I can't believe I like the old Garrus better. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
It is kind of nice playing the games back to back, so I remember all of the little NPCs and people that are sending me messages and that I'm running into. It's cute.
Commander, can I help you with something?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
If Mordin's modifications hold up, we've got anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
Well, we don't have a full...
Okay,
anything else, Commander?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard.
I'm more interested in just talking
Already?
for a bit.
I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Okay. I don't think I have anything major to change up here. No. Okay. Chocula shouldn't have anything.
I haven't had a
new.
meal that good in a long time.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
Garrus! Dr. McKell wants to know where you at.
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Commander, what can I do for you?
I want you to tell me how much you like
Do you
Jack.
have a minute, Miranda?
There's a lot to do, Shepard. Maybe another time.
I'll let you work.
Of course, Commander.
None of these people want to talk to me. That's fine.
I was just thinking about you. I have to say, that Jacob? He seems pretty intense. I wonder if he likes Japanese girls with a penchant for kleptomania.
Don't you have a partner or something?
Joker and Edie are like an old married couple. I keep expecting to walk in on them bickering about the temperature in the cockpit.
I'm sure they will.
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
I just heard. The collectors hit the Ferris Fields colony.
You're the best, Commander. We just got those FBA couplings installed. Now we only have to calibrate every week instead of every day. We're thinking about celebrating our newfound free time with some Skillian 5 poker. Want to join us?
Come on, Kenneth. The commander doesn't want to play cards with grease monkeys like us.
Actually, that sounds interesting.
Fantastic. I'll get the cards.
My Skillian 5's a bit rusty. It'll be easy on the rookie, right?
Of course, Commander. It's all friendly.
Yeah, right.
I won 500 credits! Yay!
Be gentle on the rookie. I can't believe we fell for that.
So worth losing to see you taken down a notch.
Beat me at my own game. You're all right, Shepard.
I try. So wait, she's not in the other cargo hold? So that means Jack is just down. Oh, she's probably at that cot that we've seen before. She's all the way down. Got it.
Back for another lesson.
I've learned nothing from you.
Jack, Subject Zero, whatever you call her. Hell of a girl. Could have used a destructive little bitch like that 10 years ago when we dropped blind into the Krogan DMZ. Took out a lot of Krogan that day, but we lost way too many men. Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
He's so nice. I wish we could like zoom in on this there. So that's the cook. The hallway. A couple of people talking. There's nothing real interesting on these cameras, but I was curious. Joker! If there'd be a zoom in on anybody new. Alright, so Jack is down here somewhere. This is a weird place to stay, Jack. It's also gonna be noisy as hell.
Hey. What do you think of Miranda and Jacob?
Jacob doesn't know who he is, but that's not my problem. Miranda's a Cerberus bitch. Knew that before she opened her mouth.
I feel bad because I kind of like that she hates Miranda.
What do you think of our mission?
I don't care. I'm out to survive it, then cut loose.
I've picked up a lot of resources. Can you use them to help against the collectors?
I ran across the schematics for making L5X implants. Still got them in my head. You want to know what I need? Not usually my thing, but I've learned how to get things done on my own.
Okay. Let's see, can I afford anything? No. Absolutely not. Subject Zero biotic boost. Just helps Jack. 20% biotic damage. Why not?
Hey.
Tell me about you, Jack.
I'm still finding out about me. Thanks for letting me look at these files.
What's in them?
Your friends at Cerberus are into some nasty things. I'm gonna find something I can use. I just know it.
What if the answers aren't what you expect?
I'm not looking for answers. I'm looking for names, dates, places.
What happens when you find what you're looking for?
I go hunting. Anyone who's screwed with me pays. Their associates pay. Their friends pay. The galaxy's gonna be a lot emptier when I'm done.
Miranda 2.0. Yeah, I'm wondering that too, if she's like, because she's got the biotics and stuff like that, which implies that she probably has an implant of some kind. But I'm wondering that too, if she was made or messed with by Cerberus. That's why she cares so much.
What's your history with Cerberus?
They raised me in a research facility. I escaped when I was a kid. Been on the run ever since. And they've been chasing me ever since. But soon, I'm gonna chase them.
You think about this a lot, don't you?
I go to sleep with this. I wake up with it. Everyone I kill, I pretend it's the ones that did this to me.
What exactly did they do?
You don't have to live in this pit, you know.
It's dark, quiet, and hard to find. That spells safety to me. You know, this ship is a powerhouse. You could go pirate. Live like a queen. I could help.
We have to stop the collectors. I don't have time for piracy.
When this is done, we'll either be dead or out here in space with this ship. Think about it. Lots of creds. Freedom to go wherever you want. And all the mayhem and fighting I could want.
What is it about killing that fascinates you so much?
I figure every time someone dies and it's not me, my chances of survival go up. Simple.
Fair, I guess?
I should go.
Yep.
She seems fun. Nettle says, beat the engineers at some more card games to earn more credits to buy upgrades. Seems like a rude way to get rich. I get money from everything else I do. So she was raised in a research facility, but were they researching her? Or did they do something to her? Like, was it just research? Because she was already different? Or did they make her different and then researched her? That's the question. Let's see. Can I put clothes on her? I can put clothes on her. Let's do that. She has some clothes now. Both is a real possibility. Let's see. Okay. Alright, well I think that's where I'm gonna stop for now. Let me take a look. Yeah, because I have planets I can scan. I might secure the smuggled cargo. Might do a few side quests off stream. But by a few, probably just that one. I don't even know how to get out there, but I'll definitely do the planets stuff off stream because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me do that, and it seems like it's an unfortunate but necessary thing that I have to do so that I can afford all of the upgrades because I don't want to be upgradeless. So that's what we'll probably do. Let's see, we can level up. I have 2 more points. I don't know. I don't remember to do any of this stuff, but we're gonna get it anyway. Oh shit, I forgot to talk to Ken before I left Omega. My bad. That would have been an easy one to do. So yeah, I might knock out a couple of these minuscule side quests but it's only if I have time. If I don't have time, obviously, then I'll just be streaming in the morning and you'll see where I'm at. But I won't do any of these main quests off stream for sure. We have one more person to pick up. They seem nice. I wish the dossier still told me what it used to say about the people. But okay, everything's going great. Seems fine so far. But either way, I will be back tonight playing The Whispered World, so make sure you guys are here for that, because we're trying to not destroy the world in that game. As always, I appreciate everyone's here today, and I hope to see you guys later. Bye-bye!